when you manifest, but never comfy the motto, not done yet. Fresh out of concert, no moon, I see the sunset. Now for breakfast or not, I'm not done yet. Yes, I won awards, times feeling bored. Merch money from the other day, doubles on the present day. What a present, talent brings gift. I'm humble and determined, but still open to learning. I avoid street life due to street advice. You got talent, Payso, music is a better life. Stay in motion with your grind, make it coexist. And no matter what you go through, don't quit. That was told to me from a kingpin. He doing 40 years, fan time sitting in. I have to say I got advice from the other side. And
some people with time to join in.
I always tried. Rap star dreams. 6.
It's that Payso Best Ever.
I mean, I just want you to take your time, just vibe out, get a little closer to the music.
Just letting people join the live, giving people time to join in.
Yes.
We're gonna rock out to this Payso. Off that Rap Star Dream 6 coming soon. Let's go.
Fans see me on my grind, never personal. I get closer to the things I'm supposed to do. So closer to my dreams that I'm comfortable. Nice days or a sale, fans loving you. Never take for granted support that people give. Hard-earned money for music that I give for a living. A choice to making the wrong decision. Discipline to change errors. Around conditions, upgrade. I learned to indulge and stay clean. Want it like you breathe. Advice from a Marine. American rapper ain't all dapper. Staying independent to 10 million's a factor. Talking in streams, close to 4. I kick down, I never open the doors. State to state, creating personal tours. If I had it all, still want more. That's the hunger, baby.
Shout out to this Payso.
Get closer to the vibes.
Off that Rap Star Dream 6.
Get closer to the music. Payso Best Ever. Job's not finished. Gotta hustle, invest. Shots thrown at the throne, no damage out on the vest. On emotions, never let hate touch the soul. Never let hate touch the soul. My mother asked me, will I settle? She's a goat, I'm a ram. I told her, never give up. I'm sure you understand. Living abnormal, cause career's normal. Gotta hustle, invest. Rap star dreams. Gotta hustle, invest.
New Payso.
Rap star dreams.
Rap Star Dream 6 coming soon. Yeah. What's righteous world? It's your boy Sonya Wright, and this is Write Your Own History TV. That was that homie. This is Payso Best Ever, off that Rap Star Dream 6 coming soon. Before we get into the intro, before we get started, I want to first thank the Most High for giving us this moment in time, letting us be great, showcase our greatness. With that being said, happy Wednesday. Hope everyone had a productive day up to this point. Hope you did something today that brought you closer to your ultimate goal. That was something towards your dreams. Also tonight, before we even get to anything else, I want to say justice for Sonia Massey. Pardon me, justice for her. If you don't know, if you do know, maybe you do, maybe you don't. That was the young lady that called the authorities to her home for help because she thought she was in danger and ended up getting killed in cold blood. So let's hope all parties that were involved get their just due. Again, Sonia Massey, let's not forget. Condolences to her and her family. Yeah, so I just feel like I had to say that. Yeah, so okay. It's your boy Sonya Wright. This is Write Your Own History TV. We got the homie, this is Payso in the building, Payso Best Ever. We're gonna chop it up, talk about his new LP, talk about that. Some of y'all may know, some of y'all may not know. If you've been following him, he just won a rap concert, a rap showcase, first place trophy. He's still out there grinding, no job, no government, no drugs, just grinding hand in hand with his music and making it happen. So we're gonna get into that in about 2 minutes. I'm gonna pull him up. He's gonna join the live. We're gonna get right. Share the video. You can comment. All comments are welcome. Only, but remember, this is a positive platform. We're not here to bash anybody. We're not here to break anybody down. We're here to build up, network. We just want honest criticism, but we're not here to bash. So keep all your negative comments off this platform. We're here to build a network, grow, inspire, motivate, and again, have a good time. So this is a conversation with the homie. This is Payso. Cincinnati's finest in the building, dope artist. We met about 10, 15 years ago on social media. I think I forgot, it's been so long, but yeah, me and him has we stayed in contact, and we're gonna build. We're gonna get to know him. We're gonna get to find out what he's been up to, what's going on, the new LP dropping, the music, the shows, etc. Before I go any further, Right Your Own History, we also promote independent brands. This is handmade neckwear jewelry, copper, handmade by Cakes Essentials. She's also in the building. Shout out to Cakes Essentials, handmade copper with the amethyst stone. If you don't know about stones, the amethyst stone, it boosts your immune system. It is also known to relieve stress. It promotes spiritual awareness. Also increases focus. So yeah, we promote independent brands over here. So talk to me, DM me for more details if you want your brand promoted. Again, handmade copper, neckwear, wristwear, all handmade by Cakes Essentials. So black owned. I'm gonna put that in the comments at Cakes Essentials. So hit her up. And with that being said, we're gonna get into this interview with the homie. This is Payso. I'm gonna pull him up, and we're gonna get it popping. Let me get the homie up in here. I just invited him. I just invited you, Payso. If you could, if you see him, you could join. You could join the live also. There we go. Payso,
What up?
what's good, brother, man? Can you hear me?
Trying to say, hold up.
Got turn it around. Yeah, there
All
we
right,
go.
you see me?
There we go.
Trying to see it. I don't see
You don't see me? I see you. You don't see me?
you. Okay. Hold on.
You see me?
Nah, I don't, but it's all good. What's going on?
What's going on? That's crazy how you don't see me, because I can see you.
Yeah. As long as you can see, it's all good.
That's weird. I can see you. You good? You good? How's everything? How you doing, brother, man?
Doing good, man. Doing good, man. How you been doing, man? It's been a while,
It's
man. Long time
been,
since we did.
yeah, man. It's been about over 10 years, brother. Over 10
Yeah.
years. It's been a minute. Before we go any further, first I want to give you a right introduction. Again, this is Right Your Own History TV. We got the homie. This is Payso in the building, one of Cincinnati's finest. You must. Some of y'all may know him as
Hold on.
Payso Best Ever. Wait, hold on. Not Cincinnati. You from PA, right?
Yeah, Erie, PA.
Erie, PA. My
Yeah,
bad.
but shout out to Cincinnati though, because Cincinnati showed me a lot of love, man.
Yeah, that's what it is. I always see you in Cincinnati and
Yeah.
doing something in Cincinnati, Ohio. So that's why. But I remember it's Erie, PA. So from Erie, PA, Payso Best Ever. This is Payso, dope artist, dope independent artist on the grind. A little quick backstory how we met. I think it was on social media, but how we met, we linked up. He came out to New York, did some shows, did my radio show WVMR. Um, and since then, it's been we created a music bond, which grown into this a friendship, a manly bond. As far as we hold each other down if possible. We always keep in touch, and it's always been love. So that's a little quick backstory on how we met, and we still here to this day, and he's still doing what he do.
Exactly, man. And it's I'm gonna be honest with you, it's gotten easier because I've been doing it for so long. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
that's what's up.
Now I got, they say the CDs is dead. Now I got the smart albums out now. Where
And go ahead. Now, 'cause
yeah,
I'm glad you got, because that's what I want to get into. Because most don't know that that's how you've been grinding for since I met you. I've known you. No drugs. He don't sell drugs. No
nah,
government assistance. No, just straight. No job.
nah,
Straight.
no
His
job.
job is
Yeah,
music. That's
my
been his
job.
job.
Yeah, I took the long way, man. I took the long way away this, you know what I'm saying? Like wouldn't be common to the average, individual, but I always looked at it from a simple complex. And what I mean by that is this. There's 8.9 billion people in the world. Somebody gonna buy 100 copies within 24 hours if you hit a lot of people. I'm just
It's the mathematics.
hey, you gotta be a serial killer with your grind, man. You can't, there ain't no hot spot. As soon as you see a human being, like let's say you upstairs and you getting ready to get on your grind, and you go downstairs and you see Mom Dukes, you start with her. New album for five,
Now,
and then
I'm
you go
glad you brought.
outside.
I'm glad. I
Yeah,
don't cut you off. I'm sorry to cut you off, but I'm glad you
not
brought
good.
that up because as a lot of that, a lot of people that hustle music or hustle whatever always think that, oh, I gotta go to this spot that's crowded, or I gotta go to a certain city or a certain town or a certain place because it's
Yeah.
traffic. But like you just said, every human being is a possible sale.
Every human being, anybody could hear and hear the music is a possible sale. You just can't be afraid. You know what I
Mm.
mean? I don't care who it is. You know what I mean? Streets, police, whoever. And that's been my mentality. And that's why I've been successful at it. You know what I mean? I have no chill or filter on who I ask. I don't care. You know what I mean?
That's how you,
Because I'm not
and
afraid.
that's like,
I'm not afraid of a no, man. For this thing called currency that I'm giving my music and being like that, there's people out there putting their life on the line for it. There's people out there working hard jobs for it. And there's people out there doing a lot of things. And the only thing I gotta get is either a yes or a no. So who am I to complain?
mm. Jules, pay attention, y'all. You can't be scared of a no. And the reason, and I'm gonna break this down to piggyback what you
Yeah,
said. The reason why you're not scared of a no is because you've invested in your craft, and you're secure with your craft, and you're confident
yeah,
in what you do. So once you're confident in what you do, and you know what you got to offer, to you a no is just like, okay, a yes is coming. You know
right.
what I'm saying? A no to you is the optics are different when you hear no. It's like no, a yes is coming because you understand. I know what I'm good at. I know I put my all into this, and I
Yeah,
understand it's a numbers game. Like you said, it's 8.9 billion people in the world.
yeah.
We
I'm
all
gonna hit
get 1%
somebody
of
up.
that.
Yeah, I'm
Uh-huh.
gonna hit somebody up, and and along comes with that, financial education. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? That's something. You got to know when to spend, when not to spend. You got to be willing to invest, know when to invest, not be afraid to invest, know when to eat ramen, know when to eat steak. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like back to back. This is all a chain, as far as the mentality of how you approach the grind. That's one thing. But without financial education, you'll keep running in the fourth circle. You know what I'm saying? So in order to keep this thing going and for it to add with your finances, you're gonna have to have a killer mentality and also have financial education to mix with that.
Now I'm glad you brought that up as well because now as an independent artist with nobody backing you, no name backing you,
Yeah.
where do you find time to educate yourself and be hands on with it? Because like again, just selling the music and making money, that's one part of it. But like you said, knowing how to invest, when to invest, how to break down. Because again, you're your own,
Mhm.
you're a brand, you're your own entity. So just drop,
When you
explain just how you keep the balance on and with self educating yourself with the financial part.
Well, as far as the financial part, it's like the consequences from your actions. Like, I'm gonna put it like this: every mistake I had, I was always satisfied with it, even though I was dissatisfied with it because it was in my control.
Mm,
You know what I'm
okay.
saying? So every time that I made some money off my music and I know, okay, I'm running out of copies, I got to know when to get it. You know what I mean? When to pursue it. You know what I mean? When to put it in the forefront, which is mostly all the time. But the main thing about it is that I never once said to myself, like, oh, yeah, how much money I'm going to make. I always say how many people I'm going to reach so I don't have the
Mm,
stress of finances on me. You got to put yourself in that mind state where you want your voice to reach out as much as possible. I
mm,
already know my music is good. I don't curse in my music. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying there ain't nothing wrong with cursing, but I prefer to get my message out without that. You know what I
mm,
mean? Like,
mm.
I'm not a gospel artist, you know what I mean? But
Uh-huh.
I'm not a reckless artist as well. I'm an educational artist. I'm for the human species.
I like that. That brings me to another question. When you transform from not cursing in your music, How did you find the change in as far as your fan base and the reception towards your music? How was that received, and how did that help you grow as an artist?
Well, because I when I first started, like most majority of artists, the influences within hip hop will make you think certain things,
Hmm.
or like if I curse, maybe that's the cool thing to say. But at the end of the day, I'm not upset at anybody, and I have no reason to come across like that because I have a good vocabulary. I mean, a very good skill with vocabulary, and I know how to put my words together without that. And that made me pretty much a favorite throughout the people, because one thing I tell people all the time, like, look, if you got kids in a car, you can still play my music.
Mm, I hear
You know what
that.
I mean?
So
Yeah, yeah, all the time, all the time,
that's what's
man.
up. I like that because it also, like you said, it shows you have a expanded vocabulary. You don't have to be vulgar or use expletives to get your point across in a negative way. You can also have create a fan base and get your point across and educate without being vulgar, which is
Yeah,
also again a good being a good, I don't want to say role model, but just being an example to those behind you and those look up to you, as far as especially young artists, because like you said, the culture or the environment of the culture will make you feel like I have to be vulgar or I have to be super negative just to either make money or get my point across. But which
right.
also leads to another point you said, you focused on how many people you can reach, not basically how much money you can make. So when you approach it in that manner, you kind of approach the music different.
Yeah, yeah, because I actually care what people listen to when it comes from me. You know what I
Okay.
mean? I'm not out there like jiving, and I put my words together without cursing in an intelligent manner. Like I got this song called "I Came a Long Way." I said, revelation and end beginning for others. No relatives yet crowded. Do you shoot at your brothers? Time against
Mm,
time. Life can be a cheater. People say walk in these shoes, but this road you need sneakers.
mm.
Ducking pandemics through academics, constantly educating my mind, set aside of my time. You know what I mean? Like that's how I put it together. And just that, you be like
Yeah.
bars, you know what I mean? And I ain't off of no type of you know what I mean? Just like straightforward with it, man. Yeah,
It's like
definitely, man. And
like a
really nothing's
go ahead, go ahead.
changed since the last time I saw you, man. I've been, what I mean, picking up, what I mean, where I left off at, state to state. That trophy that I won that in Nashville, Tennessee, man.
Okay, I'm glad you brought that up because I was gonna get said. What
Yeah,
was that about? What was that? How did that even come about? No, before we get to that, because I wanna give you your flowers and so because again, since you've been doing this state to state traveling,
yeah,
and
yeah.
again, when this man came to New York, I'm telling you, he was battling people for money on the train. He didn't care about nothing. And and,
All
and,
that.
and, I, and I said to say that I know a bunch of artists and that oh, why this person is this way and this and they're not willing to do certain things because to get in certain positions, and it's always they gotta, I don't want to sell, I don't want to be a gimmick, I don't want, it's like, yo, bro, I know a few dudes that's not doing none of that, but
Yeah,
they're doing things that they're taking the risks, or they
yeah,
believe in themselves so much that they're going, listen, I don't care who says what. You a person, I got something to say. You know what I'm saying? So salute to you, because you are the definition of street team artists. Really, you're the essence of what the culture was built on. You know what I'm saying? In the streets, and really not just going on social media promoting. Because again, he's not out there with 10, 20,000 followers. 10, you know what I'm saying? So, and
yeah.
I sad to say, a lot of people look at these followers and all the social media and get confused and get misled. Like, oh, I don't gotta be, and I don't gotta rub shoulders. I don't really gotta be out there getting to know people, and that's a
That's not.
disconnection.
It wasn't they. It's the generation of Google. You know what I mean? What happened is that um I guess the system and overall wanted you to use. That's why they call it smartphone, because they don't want you to use your brain. You know
Exactly.
what I mean?
Uh-huh.
And more people basically that depended on something forget that they're human beings and there's a world out there.
Mm,
Now, don't get me wrong. There's intelligent people that do expand to the situation is hand, but it just made it more easier for me because I'm out here and I'm willing to get it. You know what I mean? I made $1,000 before I made 1,000 likes off my own
mhm.
music. Now, don't get me wrong, but I do know that my story may have more of an impact probably with my music, and then the music, because it coexists with the impact. My interest to the game has to be long. It has to be, because I'm doing it from the bottom. I'm doing it from the gutter, and I'm becoming successful at it. So it has to go this way. You know what I mean?
You're doing it the organic way, and when you said
Yeah, yeah,
earlier, you took the long route, and
right.
I know what you mean, but I want to kind of give that a different word, because it's not the long route. I just think it's the more appreciated route. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's why
Because
it's more difficult.
yeah,
That's
you know
why
what I
it's
mean.
more difficult. Yeah.
And you get to learn. You get to really
Oh yeah.
understand. You get to make your mistakes and learn from them, and then you get to build your brand from within and from nothing. So you get I know it's the longer route, but I want to change it to more the learning route,
Right.
because when you take the
Learn
easy
that.
route, you don't get to appreciate and learn where you don't get to learn the business side of it, because you're so everything happened microwavable.
And I'm
But
dealing
the
with
route you're
people. Yeah. And I'm
exactly.
dealing with people every day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And in real time.
In real
It's
time.
not Instagram message, it's not a Facebook message. It's you get to feel the energy immediately. You get to
Yeah.
feel their vibe.
Right.
You get to test their temperature right away. Hey, hold
Yeah.
on one second. What's up, son? Can you see Daddy's working? Yeah. But look at this game. I know, but Daddy's working right now. I saw you on Mommy's phone. Okay, can you close the door? Thank you. Go. Daddy's work. No, can you get out and close the door? Thank you very much. Yeah,
Yeah, bro.
this is
Blessings,
real
brother.
time.
Yeah, man, when you deal with people, the type of education that you get from dealing with people every day is the type of education that you don't get in school. Let me mind you, if I don't sell a record, I don't eat. There ain't no backup plan for this. You know what I'm saying? There ain't there's none of that. And I put that pressure on me to keep me in that pursuit, because a lot of times the people with their goals and dreams is for a simple fact that when we were children, we had inspirations and things that we wanted to do. I've always wanted to do my career ever since I was 7 years old. I never let that 7-year-old child die. And that 7-year-old child is still alive, but is an adult with the same dream. You know what I mean? So the focus is there. And then when you put that on top of learning how to deal with individuals, because through people is how I get my money. So I'm dealing with people, and I learn so much from people, and I learn how to deal with people. For example, I remember I was in Atlanta selling music, and it was late night. And I don't know, it is, black, what I mean, we got a sixth sense to us, I guess. You know when it's danger. But I'm out there selling music, and I see somebody plotting from me. I'm across the street from the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta at this subway by this gas station. It's connected. He on the side looking at me crazy. I was like, yeah, this is crazy, because I'm out here selling my music. He see me selling it, but he looking. I'm like, yeah, this going okay. So what I do, I say, yo, come here for a minute. And I approach the situation head on. I'm like, what's going on, man? I'm doing my music. And I let him hear some tracks and everything, and we chopped it up, smoked a blunt with him and everything. And that turned in from he loved my music. He not only bought a copy, he was like, yo, I got your back when you out here, man. You good, man. I like how you are. That's how you just turn the devil against each other. You know what I mean? Like, that's how you excel that, because it's the energy that you bring, man. I've been to many neighborhoods and many places: Buffalo, Lancaster, Philadelphia, New York City. Man, I haven't been to Liberty City. What you know about that? You from New York, you already know Liberty. I brought the grind to Liberty City, all over, man. You know what I mean? Atlanta, Georgia, Memphis, you know what I mean? Just all over, man. And I never had problems, because ain't nobody mad at nobody trying to get it, man. So it all depends on the type of energy you give. And having knowledge with people is how I'm able to do this so easily.
That's a fact. Salute to that. And I can contest, because I've seen it.
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
seen him in the flesh putting it in. So this is what he does.
yeah,
I want to take it back, because you mentioned the smart albums. Can you
yeah,
break that down? Because people, they got this misconception about CDs or whatever the case may be. People say CDs don't sell, blah blah. And I know for a fact you do it. I know people that still do it, whether it's barcodes or digital, however. So
yeah.
break down the smart CD.
See, the thing is this, is that, well, with the smart album,
Smart
it's the
album.
CD and also the QR code connector, where you scan the QR code and you can play the album. Now, this is what I did. You know what I mean? I'm gonna keep this on the low, but probably it's gonna be big. But you know what? This is the first time I said I'm gonna say this. When you scan it, it's telling the streaming service that you bought the album. You know what I'm saying? You
Okay.
really didn't, but you listening to the whole album. You know what I mean? And
Mm.
I get to sell offline, and I get to stream online. You know what I mean? So that's how that goes. You know, that's the smart album, because the CDs, if the cars ain't got CD players, I always tell people, well, you can scan it and listen to it on your phone. As soon as you scan it, you just push play. It's all there. And I've been, you know, I've been killing them with that now, you know. And I added that to the CD situation, so that comes with it. So it's like the vintage and the new time together.
And but that all came about being outside and innovative and adapting the people and to the times.
Yeah, everybody
so,
got
you know,
a phone. Everybody got a phone. I had to get involved, man. I had to, you know, I had to get involved. I'm like, yo, you know what? It used to be everybody had cars and CD players. Not everybody got phones. You know what I mean? So, okay, if you got a camera on your phone, I could get some money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm not afraid. I'll approach anybody. I don't care who it is. You know what I mean? It could be the Pope. I got it on deck. I don't care.
And that's what I do. I respect about you as a person in your grind, because, like you said, you have a message to get across. And I always believe that when you're a hustler and you have a product, when you don't focus on the money and you focus on the quality of the product and the people you deal with, the money comes. I mean, even if you sell drugs, even if you, because just because they crackheads don't mean they ain't people. You know what I'm saying? They still people. So I believe in any hustle. If no matter what you're selling, if you're able to treat people a certain way with respect, just like you want to be treated, the product, what you're selling is water. That's the easy part. You know what I'm saying? So I always saluted you and respected you for that part, and how you move and how you grind. Again, moving forward now.
Yeah.
Let's get to this contest and how in Tennessee, Nashville, Tennessee, and how that came about, and what that was about, and how many who you had to crush. Was it a battle, or was it a music contest, or how was that about?
Whoever can rock the crowd the most and get the most votes. Like, it was a crowd anticipation type thing. It was a lot of hometown cats there that was rocking it, but when I came, none of that mattered. I was grinding music in Kentucky, Covington, Kentucky, and I saw, this is a true story. I saw the ad on Facebook for the contest, so I just literally decided to catch the Greyhound to Nashville and win it. And that's exactly what I did. You know,
wow.
I mean, I saw two days in advance, and I went down there, you know what I mean? And I'll tag you with inbox message to vouch for this. I just came down there. I went to the club, and they was just like, you know what I mean? They was like, you know, this Nashville, we this and that. And I respected it, but I got them songs, man. I was knocking them, man. I had a song called Nobody, and it's basically like a chant record. You know how the group Queen did the song? They was like, "We will rock you," and how it's easy. I made one of them joints, and I easily took the crowd over with that, man, and a couple other joints, man. But I went down there to Nashville, Tennessee, and I won that whole contest. I beat like 29 artists, man. Took the whole joint. Then went back to Kentucky and was ready to drop a new album in the morning.
Wow, that sounded like it was like a MC Royal Rumble type thing.
Yeah, it was, man. It really was, man. Because Nashville is Music City. You know,
yeah, yes, it is.
Like, okay, yeah, this right up my alley right here. So everybody was set up, you know what I mean, trying to do their best and everything. Everybody was spinning the block, but I came with them rhymes, man. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like they couldn't do that with it, you know.
Now talking about your rhymes and because of the state that hip hop is in, and you could, as well as an agenda, the powers that be are pushing with the drill and a certain sound. How are you able to? Let me put it. Do you find it difficult to reach a certain fan base, or to get your music through the traffic, through the drill traffic, or the certain sound traffic, or does that even matter to you?
Bro, that don't matter in these streets. That may matter on. Listen, if it's fire, they buying it. Now that may work on the internet to a degree because people got time to lace out their decisions. But the only decision you're gonna have with me is yes or no. And it's back to back to back. I could be selling to a Sexy Red fan, a Drake fan, Kendrick fan, any of them. You know what I'm saying? a
Yeah.
Trump supporter, Biden supporter, whoever, they all buying it, bro. That don't work in the streets. You know what I mean? Now, when I get in the game, that's why I say that my impact and my story might make a bigger impact before my music, because the first thing people gonna ask is, who is this dude and what he about and where he come from? You know what I mean? And what do you mean by no job, no drugs, no government? I'm quite sure he had some type of support. No, I didn't. I did it straight from the music. You know what I'm saying? Straight from the music. And that's what I want to stand out the most. But I don't care who it is, bro. I don't know who the people listen to besides me. I just know what I'm selling. You know what
And
I'm saying? So
you know what?
I don't be having no idea what they listen to on a personal time. All I know, this is the new Payso album. For all I know, they could throw it away, whatever. But I know at the end of the day, they support me. However, they support me.
That's what's up. Does the sound that is perpetuated throughout the hip hop, does that affect how you create? Has it affected how you've been creating as far as your creative process? Because I'm asking that because a lot of producers, whether a lot of even up and coming or even ones that's solidified, it's almost like they're, because that sound is so popular, they're only creating music around that certain sound. So how does that
Yeah.
affect your creative process in any way?
No, it don't affect my creative process, because from the start, my music always coexisted with my real life. I don't just write a record just to write it. I may go through a few weeks or months of situations that I put down into a record. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
the sound is the Payso sound. You know what I mean? Because I do hip hop, I do rock music, R&B, pop, multiple styles of music, but it's all about my journey. So it's like, if it's a rock record, it's a Payso rock record. If it's a rap record, it's a Payso rap record. I'm my own style. You know what I mean? I'm part of the 2% where I took it upon myself to use my God-given talent to rise up and become successful. And that's what I'm working at. And when you're doing that, you ain't got time to think about the sound of what everybody else is doing, maybe from a business perspective. But at the end of the day, if you are your business, then you are already the perspective. So I'm building up fans of the Payso sound to inspire them that if I was down to nothing but my God-given talent, how would I get through these motions and these ups and downs? Oh, let me listen to some Payso. Okay, cool. You know what I mean? That's what I'm for. So that's where it comes to on that.
That was a hell of a response, brother. And
Oh,
that,
thank you. I meant it from the heart. It was easy to say it. It was easy to say it because I meant it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
when you think
I can
about what
tell.
everybody else, you'll get lost in the mix, man. The gumbo pod of creative and uncreative, man. If you just stop thinking about what everybody else is doing and always be honest with yourself. If you work in McDonald's, drop an album called "I'm Working at McDonald's" Volume 1. Just always be honest with yourself.
I'm glad you said that. I said that was a dope response for because it was, and also that it needed to be said. And I think when this video, whoever sees it, it needs to be heard. Because a lot
Yeah,
of times, like you said, it's easy to get lost in what's popular and was
yeah,
what you think may work for you, and you lose yourself as the artist you were, because you're so caught up in, oh, now that's hot, I gotta do that because that's hot, and not knowing that you're losing your core base. You're losing
right,
who you are because you're trying to be
right.
something you're not, and that's why the music won't even resonate with those fans because that's not you.
You'll be living in the shadows of others. You
Mm-hmm.
want people to live into the midst of you. You know what I mean? If I'm messed up, or whether I'm up or I'm down, that's what I'm going to speak about. Oh, Payso messed up. Oh, Payso up. It's all about the journey and the things that I'm going through and making it coexist with the music. And I'm not afraid to be myself, because who else could I be? Everybody else is taken up. You can't use the trap story no more and all that. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
I mean, like, you can to a degree, but let's say the cats that coexist with that is still living a life that coexists with that. I'm out
Mm-hmm.
here in the streets getting my music out, trying to survive. So I use my God-given talent. That's my style. That's my genre. I call it humanity music, to be honest with you. And if it's
That's dope.
hardcore, I call it positive trap music.
I like that. I like that. You just might have created a new genre, a new title for a genre, humanity music. I like that. I like that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
why.
yeah.
And again, that's why you're gonna be successful in your endeavors. And Because when you once you're true to yourself, you can't. It's almost like this. You can't stop the sun from shining. It may rain a few times. It may be
Right.
stormy. It may be cloudy, but eventually, the sun's gonna shine. And once you're true to yourself, and you're not afraid, so you're not afraid to talk about again because of the culture and the environment. Everyone is so called doing it, or
Right.
everyone is doing well, and everyone is balling, everyone is getting money, everyone is this. And when you're not afraid to be like, nah, I'm fucked up. Or nah, right now I'm going through it this week. It's been a rough week. For instance, this week I ain't make too much. I ain't sell too much units this week. I'm gonna rap about that. This has been a slow week this week. I had to sacrifice some things this week.
Yeah.
And once
Yeah.
you're true to yourself, because somebody somewhere is going through that. Somebody
Right.
somewhere wants to hear that, like, yo, oh, sweat, because them hearing what you're going through and how you made it through might save their life,
But I
might stop them
always try
from.
to I always try to
Go
put
ahead.
it in the form of extreme confidence too. I don't want people to feel like, things are impossible and dwell into the darkness. If anything, put your own light through it.
Mm,
You know what I mean? On an everyday perspective. Because it's definitely cold out here. You know what I
yeah.
mean? But if you got the right mind frame, man, you know what I mean, you'll keep yourself warm. You know what I mean? You just have
Mhm.
to know what you want, know what you're trying to get, and go about it. And stop being afraid of it. Stop being afraid of it. I told you the worst you're gonna get is a yes or a no for anybody that wants to live that life.
Uh-huh. And if you think about it, that ain't not even not like that's everything. Let's think
Yeah,
about it, Paige. Every aspect of life is sales. I don't care
yeah,
what you doing. You want either you selling yourself,
yeah.
you selling a product, you selling a service, you selling you're better than someone. So it's still yes or no. It still smiles and cries. So like you said, once you know what you want and you're true to yourself, the no is just getting you closer to a yes. Like I know a yes is coming because I understand this is a numbers game, and I know what I bring to the table.
Correct, correct,
You know,
man.
so
Yeah.
it's
And the education
you
you get from dealing with people every day is priceless. Because you start to
because
learn a lot of things. You start to see routines and all types of stuff.
mhm. And you start to be able to read people from a distance. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? Again, as a fellow music seller, we even know even talking to someone if they gonna buy, if they gonna BS us with the whatever or whatever. We kind of read that because we know, all right, we certain keywords, certain mannerisms, certain things because now we understand dealing with people on a personal basis, not through a camera,
right.
not through a phone. So we're reading, we're understanding people personally. So
It's
it
different in
kind
the
of
streets, man.
yeah.
It's different in the streets, man. But that's where I'm good at, man. I'm used to going in the jungle and coming out with a mate, man. I'm so used to that. You know what I mean? I'm
And
I'm used to the hardships because I've been away from my hometown for so long. So there's no running the family. There's no none of that, man. You know what I mean? Peso have to deal with it. Peso got to go through emotions.
mhm.
You know what I mean? I'm good at making them my strengths, or it'll just be a record.
And I want to stress this to everyone watching. This is again, he's not selling any drugs. It's ain't he's not trying to nothing against anybody working or getting assistance. This is not
Nah,
what
nah,
he's
nah.
again. I don't want to get this misconstrued because people like to misconstrue, and this is not about bashing anybody that has a job, government, whatever you do. That's what you do. We're just talking about the people that live the life of a peso that's on the grind, selling a product, whether it's music, cakes, it's coffee, I don't care what it
Yeah.
is. And there's no going back to home. There's no asking for a
Just taking
handout. So,
matters. Right.
yeah,
Taking matters in your own hands because it builds the character of who you are as an individual. You know what
yes.
I mean? It builds the character of who you are as an individual. I'm gonna tell you, I know this story, right? Like far as the patience of the situation, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Because I always go out there and put my 100%, man. I don't care what day it is, I put my 100%. Even when I don't feel like it, I
Mhm.
put my 100%. You know what
Mm.
I'm saying? There was a story as a man, he he hit retirement and he was gonna he was done. He was done with his job, and his boss asked him, well, could you do one more house? And the man was very frustrated. He's like, I don't another house. I'm retired.
Mhm.
So in order to be funny, what he did, he used the most weakest materials to hurry up and get the house done. He wanted to hurry up and get to his retirement. He's like, I'm trying to get through this. When he went back to his boss handed him the keys and said, that's your house. Now he used all the weakest materials. See what I'm saying? Always put your 100%, no matter what.
Oh, that's Illy right there. That's a crazy story
Yeah,
right there. Like,
you
and
know,
I like that. I like how you use that. Like you said, always put your 100
always
because you
do your
never know.
100%. You
You
never
never
know,
know.
even when you don't feel like it,
'Cause
man. Put your
you
100%,
know,
and that's what that
you know that.
story.
You know what I equate that story with as far as music? That's like going to a show and there's 5 people there. You're like, man, I'm doing anything, man. And not knowing one of them people could change your life and you gave a lackluster performance because it was 5 people. And you know what I'm saying? So I equate that like
Oh,
always give you a hundred.
I
Whether
rocked out the shows like that. I didn't had shows where 2, 3 people showed up before when I
yeah,
started,
but
and I
my
snapped
point
out.
is my
Yeah, I
point is to
snapped
go against
out.
what you my point was to go against what you just said.
Yeah,
Always give your best
always
because
put
you
your
never
100%.
know. You never
Yeah,
know. Now look, you know he felt crazy. He was telling you
crazy.
build your house. He didn't tell you he was telling you your house, but
No, he
because
didn't tell
you
us.
just now I want to retire. Oh
You didn't
man,
put your 100%. Yeah, exactly. Always put your 100%, man. Always
that's
put
the
your 100%.
That's the message in that. Always put your 100%, no matter what. And if you love what you do, you're gonna do that.
You
You're
gotta
not
do
gonna.
that.
It's not gonna like Kobe. Kobe and I think it was Mike Jordan. They had a thing where they went as hard in practice as they did in the game because there was no difference.
Yeah,
It was no difference from practice to the game. There was no difference from I'm doing the same thing in practice as I do the game because to me, I don't know anything less than giving 100.
right.
I don't understand anything less than I don't understand it's practice. My body don't see practice. My body see me balling. You know,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So it's
yeah,
like with music, I don't see 5 people. I see I'm performing. I just see I gotta give 100.
yep,
I don't even see the people. This is what I do. I gotta give my all at every time because this is what I do.
yep,
So again, that's a message again. Always and again, that's preparation too.
yep.
You
Preparation.
gotta always be prepared. Cause another jewel you said when you were talking was, you give your all even when you don't feel like it. And I think a lot
Mhm.
of people don't understand that's a key to being successful in anything you want to do. You just can't do things when you feel like it, cause it's gonna be.
I
Cause
start to think, knowing
go
I'm gonna
ahead.
die one day, knowing I'm gonna die one day, man, kind of freaks me out as motivation that I can't even explain. You know, I said, okay, I got one chance to do this. I'm definitely about to make this happen. You know what I
Mm,
mean? Whether I make it
yeah.
happen or not, this is my only chance, and that's just how it is. On top of the 100%, the
Mm,
performance level. You know
for
what I
real.
mean?
You gotta, yeah, you know what? That's a good way to look at it. Like, yeah, like even though we know we all gonna die, to wake up like, hold on, I ain't got to, this. I don't have nothing. This is it. I know that's guaranteed, but I know if I don't get up and do it, it ain't guaranteed if I don't do it.
Your
So it's
grind
not about
shouldn't stop. Your grind shouldn't stop because your time doesn't stop. It has to coexist.
exactly. Great point. Your grind and
Yeah.
your time has to coexist. Time don't stop. The grind don't
That's
stop.
why we did an interview 10, 11 years ago, and now we
Yeah,
here and I'm still at it.
still at it.
Ain't stopped at all. Yeah, I
And
haven't stopped at all. You know what I
at
mean?
all,
Straight up. Ain't stopped at all. Just new states, trophies, all types of new stuff. But at
new,
the end of the
new
day, I'm still
accomplishments,
at it.
new
Yeah,
fans. You know,
yeah,
new
fans. Yeah,
experiences.
yeah,
And matter of
right.
fact, that's a good segue to I want to get into the you just dropped the project. It's a teaser to the Rap Dream 6. I was playing it when I
Yeah.
went live during the intro because I was like, yo,
It's
I
a
gotta
conversation.
yeah,
That the song is a conversation, man. It's a conversation for entrepreneurs. It's a conversation, for people, that's a go-getter, man. You know what I mean? From a well-intelligent format, So that's, that's basically what that is. How we speaking is how I do my music.
yeah, and I can attest to that. It gave me reasonable doubt feeling as far as the way you just talk. Like you said, you were talking. It wasn't you rapping. You were just yeah, listen. Like we sitting down now. We probably in. You was rapping. You
It's hard. To rap true emotions, man. It's so straightforward. You know what I mean? It's straightforward. That's why it sounds like that. You know what I'm saying? Um, what I say? I said a lot of things, man. I said
You were going in on that
policy
joint.
educated my mind, let alone for my time. I used to go to open mics to get new shine. Not the same place I record a headline. I came a long way. I went the long way. Stories. I said stories of artists who focus was there regardless, but when the perks came, the perks came. That freedom can free dummies, most trapped in their own cage. The mind frame their own way. Shortcut provides shortcuts. Bleeding from the soul and toll. Your mind never control. It's in your hand. It's stab. But all scars are reminders. You see what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
Yo, yo, hold on. I gotta hold on. Shout out to Miss Dixon that's in the room. I shout her out because I think you and her husband would sound dope. My boy, he did great. I think y'all would be sound dope on the track.
Yeah.
As far as the content and the lyrical prowess, I think
Mhm.
y'all will. I think the concept and the topic will be crazy. As far as the bar concepts and the bar setups will be crazy because he's a very intellectual dude as well, just like as yourself.
Yeah.
Not to take anything from anybody that's listening, but when I heard that, I'm like, oh nah, that'll be crazy. But that's further down the line if anything. But I just had to point that
But
out
what's
because
crazy, this is what crazy. This is how my music click off. I'm spitting these bars over Future type beats, and it sounds
wow.
crazy. It sounds like Future, and it sounds like Stillmatic and Dirty Sprite put together. If you want to give a sound comparison, it's crazy. The way I do it is intellectual, man, but it's like it's real bouncy, man. You know what I mean? And that and the elements come from me traveling a lot, different places. I had to mix a gumbo of different styles. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. I'm saying because
So now the
you've been
content,
everywhere.
yeah, the content is about me and my life, but at the end of the day, how I come across to it, you could bounce to it and you could really listen to it. So, you
Mhm.
know, at the same
Again,
time, I got to get to
goes
New
back
York,
to
man.
your interpersonal experiences, real life, actually being outside. And when I say outside,
Mhm.
not this outside, like because before outside was a phrase, we was outside. Before, you
Yeah,
know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
I know.
Now it's a phrase where it's a cool thing to say. But before it was a
Right.
phrase, you really had to be outside, and people that were outside knew you were outside because they was outside. They wasn't just saying they was outside. But your flow and your bars and your experiences through your music are done so effortlessly because you're well traveled.
Mhm.
Which and as far as being in different states, knowing, educating yourself with different styles, being around different people, and you also know to battle different people. Like you don't care who's in the cipher, you don't care who. You've been known to just run up in ciphers and start going
Oh
crazy.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. I'm undefeated on the battle. I'm undefeated on the battle scene, man. I didn't. I got videos of rebuttals, man, of artists who were very highly upset. You know what I mean? For losing to me, man. I didn't knocked out 7 artists in one night. You know, this is no fabrication. I got video footage of these claims. You know, like I didn't knock them all out, man. And you know, I got a way to be honest in the battle, man. You know what I'm saying? Without being, vulgar. You know what I mean? Like
mhm,
I'm straightforward with cats. I'll break it all down. I'll be like, look, I know you gonna come here and say you're gonna shoot me up because it's part of the battle. But let's not mishappen and misfortunate the hassle because we all know the truth. You're only saying this because you're trying to be popular in the booth.
mm.
Like I break it down, like it'd be hilarious. Man. Like,
And
they be getting
have them.
mad.
I bet they do because it's like, damn, if he flipped that style, now if my whole battle is based on that, now my whole battle is almost like, and people don't want to hear it because you done flipped my whole style
I
now from
break
the
the
first
D.
round.
Yeah, I break the defense down because everybody thinks they're going against somebody that's like them. That's why rap battles are so, so interesting because it's two different types of individuals. But usually, a lot of the cats that I battle are usually, street cats and everything. I put the, spin the block, put the gun in you, and all that. And I
Mm-hmm.
break that down from a realistic perspective. You know what I mean? But
Mm-hmm.
like, yo, shooting guns, you go to Central. You know, you got to face the truth, man. It's called the mirror reflect. You know what I mean? I do that in rap battles, man.
Oh, before we go any further, shout out to everybody that tuned in, shared the video, pulled up. What rap dreams? When is that? Is that out already? When is the LP coming out? When is it dropping? I know you got the track
I
out.
got
Rap dreams, the song out.
Rap Star Dream 6 is from an album that's already out called the
Okay.
Payso Best Ever LP 2. which should be reaching around 5,000 streams anytime now. It ain't been out too long and everything. I need to start promoting online a lot more because I just post the results and then I go about my business. But I got the Payso Best Ever LP2, Rap Star Dream 6. As you see, it's part 6. So there is a part 5.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's crazy. You know, part 5 is actually my favorite, man. I said one of my favorite line. I said, I'm looking out the window, thinking, will I window? And if so, window.
Ooh, I like that. Triple entendre. Triple entendre for the
Crazy.
window.
Yeah, that's how I started on Rap Star Dreams 5, and that was on you know what I mean, on the Payso Best Ever LP1, man. So it's called the Payso Best Ever LP because it's songs basically about my life. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Coexisting, trying to live off my talent. The people that I've met, the cities I went to, you know what I mean? I mentioned you in rhymes, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, definitely. I gotta send you them tracks, man. It's been a while, but I gotta send them to you. But yeah, I always spoke highly, man, and I kept that video in rotation a lot because that video, you know, in New York City, man, that helped my career. It shows where I was willing to go, where I was willing to expand, and the people who was willing to give me a chance. You feel me?
Yeah, man, that was of a meeting, not the first time we meeting in person.
Yeah.
When you came to New York City, this is of just of vibing off social media, and that was a dope experience, and we've been cool ever since. And like I said, like I said then, and I say now, I always show you love and whatever I could do to
Yeah,
support
that's
you.
why
And,
when
you
you
know what I'm
told me
saying? So
it was going down, I was like, I got you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna front on you. You know what I mean? You somebody I hold high in my career, and I'm very appreciative. So if you like Payso was going down, as you could see, I'm on time and I was ready. You feel me?
yeah, and I always respect it because you don't play when it comes to this music. You definitely treat this
Nah, I
like
don't
a
play, man.
business.
It's a way of life, man. It's how I eat, man. You know, if I don't sell a record, I don't eat, man. You put that type of pressure behind anybody's dreams, I guarantee they'll keep striving. Just put some real pressure, man. A lot of ain't enough pressure, man. Put some pressure under there. It gets serious.
And get serious. And a lot of times we gotta put that pressure on ourselves because then it's like, how bad do we want it? Because we can all ask somebody or listen to a video or somebody telling you what you should be doing or you should do this, but you gonna answer
Right.
yourself. You still gonna do.
I try to talk to people how to deal with the pain of it, man. You know, the downhills, things like that. Like, I work through that stuff, man, when it gets hard. You got to work through that stuff. You got to keep pushing forward through that stuff, man. That's the hardest thing. I could give you uppers, but I also got to give you downers too, you know?
It's a part of life. You know what I learned on
Yeah.
this journey of just grinding and doing, whether it's music, clothes, whatever. You gotta learn how to fail. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And meaning that is it's almost like preparing to fail in a
Right.
way, because if you don't know how to fail, you're not gonna know how to succeed.
That's part
If
of
you
your
don't if you don't know how to
history. That's why
fall,
you got to write your own history.
ah,
Why? It's part of your history. That's why you got to write your own history.
well
You know what I
said.
mean? Break his story. Listen, break histories down. What that say? His story. Am I correct?
Exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
never lie. You have to. That was well said. With that being said, I got before you tell everybody where they can find you and everything,
Yeah.
I want to ask you. We starting something new in this segment, and I'm starting it with you. I want to ask you, what does write your own history mean to you? In your own words, when you hear write your own history, what does that mean to you?
That means that I'm the one responsible for my success. I'm the one responsible for my mistakes, and I'm the one responsible for my choices. And
Deep,
that's 3 chapters of my history.
deep.
That's what it means to me.
Well said. I appreciate that. But shout out to Hype Eternity. Just shout you out, Payso.
No
That was
doubt.
dope.
Shout out. Yeah, shout out to
Again,
y'all, man. What's going on, man? What's going on? You turning. What's going on? How you doing? How you doing? Definitely,
yeah,
man. Shout out to everybody
everybody
that tuned in.
follow. This is Payso. This interview. We got 6 minutes left, but when we done, this will be on my IG page. I will also have some clips of certain parts of the interview, certain highlights
Oh yeah,
throughout the
yeah.
whole week. So, and I'll send you the link to it. I think I'm gonna put it on YouTube, and I'll send you the YouTube link sometime throughout the week. But
Oh, you know, I'm gonna
before
flood them with it. I've been flooding our last
I
interview, man. We
saw it,
almost to what?
I was showing
Yeah.
my wife. I was
Hold
like, yeah,
on, hold on. It's multiple of them though. There's another joint that did 10,000 views on Facebook. There's multiple of them.
yeah. I mean, that was a dope. I mean, that vibe that day was illy.
Yeah,
That vibe that day
yeah,
we had when you came through with was mad illy because it was the first time we met. It was the vibe. It just, the energy was good because we had good energy when we was talking online. So shout out to Finally TV too. So it was just again. I've noticed about myself that I'm an energy guy.
yeah,
I can meet people
yeah,
online and I can just sense the energy. And when we meet in person, it's like we knew each other for years. And that's the same thing with you,
yeah.
my man City the
That's
Great, and
why
a
the
few other
connection
people.
picked up. That's why the
Exactly.
connection picked up so fast, man.
Exactly.
Definitely, man. We knew what it was.
And
Yeah.
it never changed. We might not speak every day. We went even a few years without speaking.
Oh,
But when we linked back
yeah,
up,
yeah, yeah,
when
yeah,
we got
yeah.
back together, it was almost like, yo, we spoke yesterday. You
Yeah.
know what I'm
And
saying? So
I'm gonna keep
that,
you, and I'm gonna keep you updated, man. You know what I mean? I'm gonna
yeah,
keep you
man,
updated.
you my guy, man. I always say I got certain people that I hold dear to me that if I get the opportunity, it's one phone call. Yo, let's go. We
Yeah.
lit it. I already know what you do. I got a
Oh yeah.
situation. So, and you are definitely one of the people because it's been genuine. And again, you're not about the money. And of course, again, not we all want money. We do it for the money, but our focus is about reaching the
You
people. And
better
that's
care about how people. You better care about who you are while you on this planet, because you can't bring it down with you. The only thing they gonna
uh-huh.
do is remember who you are. Straight
And
up.
and 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 that's a part of the role. Write Your Own
That's a
History
part
brand. It's not
of the
about the
role.
money. It's
Yeah,
not about.
because
It's
the
about
money
the
gonna
people.
come.
The
Yeah, the
money gonna
money gonna
come. That's the
come.
easy part.
Yeah,
The money gonna. But the universe. I want to get paid by the universe because
yeah,
the paper money there. That's cool. But that when the universe pay you big, oh baby, is the world. The world.
yeah.
Nothing can stop you then.
A million
You're
in
unstoppable.
a million in reputation before $1 million. I tell you that.
And I'm cool with that. I'm not. It's not again. It's
Yeah.
not about being famous and all that. It's about reaching the people.
Reaching
It's
the
about
people.
changing the minds of the people. So
Yeah,
that's where we at with it. You know what
exactly.
I'm saying? But we could talk about that for 2 more hours because I start getting in preaching mode by default. But
No, but you mean it though. I respect it. You mean it though.
but before we go, I want to shout out everybody. Shout out to Let's Go. Well, I don't want to get that wrong. I don't want to get that wrong. But shout out to Let's Go SB Hockey. Everybody that tuned in, fire emojis. Give them your handle where they can find you, what's coming soon,
Mhm.
and what you got going on before you clock out.
Man, y'all can find me on at This Is Payso, ThisIsPayso. This is Payso. Go check out that Payso Best Ever LP2 on Audio Mac. I made it show everybody, even if you run into it, you can stream it out. Um, make sure hit me up on Facebook and everything. Y'all can see them rebuttals for them battle rappers I destroyed and everything that I'm saying. You know what I mean? There's footage of me winning the contest. You know what I mean? Come check me out, man. Come see the results of a real grinder for real.
Yes, salute to you again. Follow This Is Peso. Please network with the build with the dude. Like you said, the proof was in the
Yeah,
pudding. I don't gotta
yeah,
say it.
yeah,
He has all the proof on his pages, Facebook,
yeah.
IG, YouTube.
Yeah,
The dude is really in the
it's nothing
street.
but listen, I post the results online and I talk about the behind the scenes on the albums.
Get in tune with the dude. He might be in your city. Go outside. He might be in your city next. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
he's serious about this grind. He's with it. I mean, build with him. You got a show. You want to battle. Whatever you trying to do, he's with all the music shits. Everything you think you about, he's about it.
Oh
So
yeah.
build with the
Yeah.
dude, and he's all about building and not destroying. So get in tune with This Is Peso. And I'm gonna go. Shout out, Let's Go SBU Hockey. I just got it, my fault. And Let's Go SBU Hockey for tuning in, and everybody that tuned in, shared the video, left an emoji or commented, and is now a fan of Write Your Own History TV or a fan of
Yeah.
Peso. I salute y'all. Thank y'all very much. Peso, salute to you.
Thank
I
you,
thank you, man. I love you,
brother.
brother. Keep doing your
Yeah.
thing. We gonna
Yeah.
chop it
Thank
up
you, man.
later
Thank
on in the week.
you. Okay.
Keep in
Okay.
touch as usual, as we always do. Be safe, brother, and keep it up. Keep doing what you're doing, and keep applying that pressure.
I will, man. Thank you.
We appreciate you, man. Salute.
No doubt.
All right.
All right.
And on that note, this is what we gonna do. This is what we gonna do on that note. We gonna end it with some more peso. We gonna end it with some more peso. You dig? That's what we gonna do. Get back to that Rap Star Dream 6. We're gonna end it with peso on that note. So I just gotta end it with this Rap Star Dream 6. You know what I'm saying? I got to. It's my joint right here. This that joint right here. Let me get this popping. Hold on, people. Hold on, people. Let me see what's going on. Oh no, not this one. Not this one. Payso Best Ever. I don't want this. That was Rap Star 3. I want to do 6 before we go. Here we go. Here we go. On the go out. On the go out. Shout out to This Is Payso. Rap Star Dream 6 off that. This is Payso Best Ever LP2. This it's the go out. Right on History TV. It's all about you. Without you, there's no me.
Dreams are reality when you manifest, but never comfy the model, not done yet. Fresh out of concert of moon, I see the sunset. Now from breakfast to not, I'm not done yet. Yes, I won awards, times filling blue merch money from the other day. Doubles in the present day, what a present. Talent brings gift. I'm humble and determined, but still open to learning. Now your boy street life, do the street advice. You got talent, base, so music is a better life. Stay in motion with your grind, make it coexist. And no matter what you go through, don't quit. That was told to me from a kingpin. He doing 40 years, fan time sitting in. I have to say I got advice from the other side. And stay positive, it's obvious I always tried. Rap Star Dreams.
Payso Best Ever. Erie PA's finest. Follow her at This Is Payso. Off that Payso Best Ever LP. 2. Yes. Shout out to Happy Eternity. Appreciate you. Thank you.
Fans see me on the grind, never personal. I get closer to the things I'm supposed to do. So closer to my dreams that I'm comfortable. Nice things or a cell, fans loving you. Never take for granted support that people give. Hard-earned money for music that I give for a living. A choice to make it a wrong decision. Discipline to change errors around conditions. I learned to indulge and stay clean. Want it like you breathe. Advice from a Marine. American rapper and all dapper, staying independent to 10 millions a factor, talking the strings, close to 4. I kick down, I never open the doors, state to state, creating personal tours. If I had it all, still want more. That's the hunger, baby.
Talk to him, Payso.
You know, get closer to the music.
Watch the switch up. Listen to the switch up. It's coming. Watch the switch up. Talk to him.
Hustle invest. Hustle invest. Shots don't hit the throne, no damage had on the vest. On emotions. Never let hate touch the soul. Never let hate touch the soul. My mother asked me, will I settle? She's a goat. I'm a ram. I told her, never give up. I'm sure you understand. Living abnormal cause career's normal. Gotta hustle and invest. Hustle and invest.
Payso Best Ever. Rap Star Dream 6. Off that. This is Payso LP2. This is Right On History TV. You know my motto, man. Right On History or someone will write it for you. Gone.